how to do the thing. Or, as Captain America asked in my comments, how to do the work, job, or action that you can't do, but that you want to do. Further, I asked, is it a matter of technical skills or lack of technical skills or lack of knowledge in execution of the action? And Captain America said it's more a situation of internal resistance, as if the mind blocked the body. So if any one of you watching this ever felt or you are feeling as if your mind is blocking the body from doing the action, from doing the thing, from getting the thing done, whatever that is, this one is for you. And let's make it as straightforward as possible. This question is way more complicated than we give it the credit or than we give it the respect. We live in an age of quick answers, of very precise frameworks, because that's the most marketable thing to do. Is the most marketable thing when you're creating YouTube videos, is the most marketable thing when you're writing self-help books. So, if I was to make this video a bit less honest, but a bit more smart for marketability, I would say here are 3 simple steps or 1 proven framework to finally start getting the thing done or to break through the resistance. Here is only one way, or the only way that you need, the only solution that you need. Once again, that is often dishonest, that is oversimplifying the matter for the sake of virality, greater reach, greater click rate, clickability, however you want to phrase it, and further growth of the person who, or growth of the audience of the person who is talking about the matter. But let's talk about things honestly. We have to acknowledge that different people in different situations have different type of resistance, or that the root of resistance is different. Now, you watching this video have already felt that you cannot always just push through. If you're familiar to any extent with my work, you know that I respect human willpower. I respect the fact that sometimes the only thing that we can do is to push through something. Not too much self-analysis, not analyzing too much what is the resistance, but just actually doing the thing, as the famous Nike, I'm not sure what's the correct pronunciation, slogan says, just do it. Sometimes we can and we need to just do it. But what happens, or what to do when you cannot just do it? You've been trying to just do it, but it just is not happening. Maybe you think something is wrong with you. It's not happening for you, while another person can just do it. This is what we are here to solve. The complexity of the issue asks that you address the matter in a more methodical manner, but still not over-analyzing. So my question would be, let's talk about the specific thing that you want to do but can't do. What is the thing? If we define it, writing, making videos, training, public speaking, whatever, or gardening classes. I don't know if there are even gardening classes, but that's what came to my mind. Pottery classes, practicing the guitar, whatever the thing is, let's just give it a name. Let's just specify at least in what realm of life or interest or hobbies that is, what niche. Then the next question is, and in this video I want to stay on just that one question, because it is the first, or let's say one of the most simple steps that you can take, is to discuss with yourself, and now I'm here to help you in that, to discuss with yourself, are you even aware if you are the one who defined what counts as doing the thing? An example, as always, physical training is one of the simplest ways to give an example, to make it tangible. What counts as working out? You want to do the thing, but you can't do the thing. Then we take a step back. Okay, physical training. Then we take another step back and say, okay, so why do I want to engage in physical training? Hopefully to make it a lifelong habit. Hopefully not just for the summer. I want to stay in it for the long run. Okay, so that means I don't just want to do the thing today. I want to do the thing as often as possible. And it would be the same with the guitar, with training, anything, any other skill. It would be the same with practicing language. It would be the same with writing. It would be the same with speaking to the camera. If you want to do the thing, you don't actually want to do the thing just today. You want to do it over a long period of time. Then we take another step back and say, okay, if I actually want to do this thing over a long period of time, then it's not a matter of how exactly I do it today, but how do I gain the momentum to keep doing it. Then we take another step back. So we are kind of zooming out and looking at the matter in a more objective way, let's say, or more helpful and constructive way. It doesn't always have to be objective. We took another step back and we said, okay, we want to be doing things long term. Therefore, we are not really focused, or should not be focused, on how we are executing today. We are trying to build momentum to keep doing it. Then what does actually count as doing the thing? Because if I started writing, and actually today is a fitting date to talk about this, because let me just double check, 29th of December, it's 6 years of me writing online, 6 years of me showing up every day for my dream and my passion. Well, if I started writing, I have to see what counts as me writing. Is it 1,000 words? Is it 3 minutes of writing? Is it one sentence? Is it one page? How do I define what counts as writing? Because you say your mind is blocking you from doing the thing. Well, let's define what counts as doing the thing. Because if I define with my own choice, after negotiating with myself, if I define what counts as doing the thing, then I absolutely have in my power to set up the internal environment and the circumstances of how I structure my activity in a way that I will be able to show up day after day after day after day, because I will choose to define what counts as doing the thing in a way that is helping me. I will not choose to lie to myself. I will not say thinking about writing counts as writing. I will not say writing one word counts as writing. But maybe I will say writing 3 sentences counts as writing. And then I will change it over the course of my writing journey. But I will be the one who defines what counts as writing. Now, this, of course, is not applicable when you're dealing with very concrete tasks that are set up and defined for you by someone else. In those cases, we are implementing different techniques of educating your willpower. Now, I know this is such a vague and confusing term for a lot of you. That will be for another video, what educating your will or educating willpower means. But let's just acknowledge, yes, there are tasks that are clearly defined by someone else, and you do need to focus more on how do you just not necessarily go around internal resistance, but how do you maneuver. That is, let's say, the broadest term to use that applies to this. How do you maneuver through internal resistance to just get that task done because it was defined by someone else? But for a lot of you, the vast majority of you, I know that because I'm reading the comments, I'm reading the DMs on my Instagram, I know that a lot of you are dealing with tasks that you can define, that you can play around with. Things that you want to do that you can largely determine in their scope, in their intensity, in their volume, and you can decide and define what counts as doing the thing. So before all the other talk that is way more complex, before maybe really digging into the root of your resistance, which I acknowledge should be done at some point, before all of that, let's ask what counts as doing the thing. How can I redefine what counts as doing the thing so that I can start doing the thing and keep doing the thing. Once again, this is coming from someone who is today celebrating 6 years of showing up for his dreams every single day. First, it was just writing, then, first it was just short form writing, then it was long form writing. Now, for a while, it's been speaking to the camera as well. And always, 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 I have to define what counts as doing the thing if I want to gain momentum. So that's the question for you, my friend, who are dealing with internal resistance. Those of you who feel like your mind is blocking your body from executing the task, the action, the thing that you want to do. Start doing the thing by redefining what counts as doing the thing, and of course, redefine it in a way that is helpful and contributing to you building momentum long term and not building results today. Thank you.